Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, I realised during filming this clip that I had lost the wind buff from my internal microphone in my helmet. So you are hearing me after the fact. Currently sat in a rainy office in the UK, editing these videos together. So the video, I'm just explaining that we're on our way to the Kazangula Bridge that you saw in the previous video. It's about 6 a.m, maybe 6:30. I am currently riding the Africa Twin because it picked up an injury. At the Kazangula Bridge, the fork seals decided that they would implode, and we made the decision that it was probably safer for me to ride the injured Africa Twin than to subject one of the guests to that. So I swapped out my BMW F900 GS for John's Africa Twin. And you'll see later on, I pick up the backup bike, which is a Yamaha Tenere T7. More on that later. You'll be getting my reaction to that bike in a couple of videos' time. But let's just say it wasn't my favorite bike. The Zambezi River. We are now coming into Botswana for the second time this trip. Welcome to Botswana. Don't know if you can see that, I hope you can. So we are in Botswana. And you may have noticed I've taken vehicles again. When I picked up the Tenere, which is the back of right, got rid of the African Twin. You're about to see the road that Jordan warned us all of yesterday. The 3-kilometre stretch of sand on our way into Senyati Safari Lodge. And it's about to claim its first victim. Hello, little baby. Yeah, I think we're going through village here, Jordan. Chris is. There's no Chris here. You mean Neil? So you're probably wondering why the sound has mysteriously vanished from this clip. Well, let's just say a certain guest that had executed a spectacular sand dive, and the language that followed was not suitable for YouTube. Add to that the fact that I was panting like an overheated Labrador after sprinting across the sand, and well, silence suddenly felt like the classy option. Enjoy the moment, minus the swearing, the chaos, and my asthmatic dog impression. I hate sand! Sand is my enemy. Just up ahead was Tracy and her bike laying in the sand. This was our second off, and honestly, poor Tracy had been battling on like a gladiator. From the moment we hit that sand, she fought on valiantly, wrestling the bike, surviving ruts the size of small canyons, and dealing with heat so brutal it felt like someone had aimed a giant hairdryer at our souls. But then came the grand finale, an unfortunately expertly timed series of bad luck events that ended with her gear shifter snapping clean off. Not bent, not twisted, snapped. Even the bike went, yeah, no, I'm done. And Tracy, she was exhausted, absolutely spent. To be fair, we all were, because that combination of thick sand and near 40-degree heat doesn't just drain your energy, no, it extracts it. It reaches into your body like some desert vampire and sucks you dry while laughing at your life choices. But here's the thing, Tracy kept going, way beyond the point most people would have thrown their bike into a bush and sat waiting for the lions. She pushed and fought and kept that incredible attitude the whole way. Tracy, you did amazing. Seriously, you should be massively proud of yourself. You made it so far, stopping just shy of the finishing line and our lodge for the night. In our defense, the lodge is ridiculously hard to get to. Like, if Google Maps had emotions, it would have cried trying to find this place. But my God, once you get there, it's worth every wobble, every swear word, every drop of sweat, and every single grain of sand currently lodged in places sand should never be. You were brilliant, Tracy. Absolutely brilliant. Lots of draft as well. It's been an excellent day for game viewing from the lodge. Let's take a look at this. Morning guys, it's 6:30 a.m. and we're in the Botswana bush, and look at that sunrise, incredible. Up early today because a couple of the guests are going tiger fishing, so driving them to that. A couple of guests have already gone on a game drive, and then tonight they're all going on a Chubby River safari, sunset safari. So yeah, there's absolutely no Wi-Fi here, so you won't see this until after the fact, but I just thought I would show you that beautiful sunrise here in
Senyati Safari Camp, Botswana. See behind me, just got a cup of coffee, and there's about maybe, I mean they're still coming in and there's like already 100 here. Cape Buffalo. Absolutely stunning.
That when you find a bit of road.
Now we're going to fuel the bikes up and we're going to buy water for the remainder of the day. We are going to take a slightly different route out than we did coming in. It's a little bit longer, but it doesn't take us through the village. The reason we did through the twisty road through the village.
Good morning everyone. From the Senyati Safari Camp in Botswana. We had some great food last night. We did a group braai for John's birthday. Got him a birthday cake from one of the posh lodges nearby. On his way to Francistown today. About 400 kilometres, something like that, 450. But yeah, it's worth it for that sunrise. Wow. Yeah, cool. See you on the road.